अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, लाइव फोन इन प्रोग्राम टेली क्लास रूम के ताज़ा शुमारे में आपका खैर मकदम। मैं हूं आपका मेज़बान जमशेद रसूल
और मैं हूं हुमायरा शफी। नाज़रीन, आप सभी को हमारी तरफ से आदाब। नाज़रीन, हम आपके लिए लेके आए हैं एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोग्राम। कैसा लगेगा अगर किताबों के बजाय आपको बहुत सारी जानकारी इस प्रोग्राम के जरिए दी जाए। जी हाँ नाजरीन, हमारा ये प्रोग्राम न सिर्फ आपको इन्फॉर्म करेगा, अपडेट करेगा, बल्कि आप हमारे साथ लाइव इंटरेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं, वो भी लेक्चर ख़त्म होने के बाद। हमारे टेलीफोन नंबर्स हैं 2481813 और हमारा दूसरा नंबर है 2481832। और अगर आप हमें सेल फोन से कॉल कर रहे हैं, इन दैट केस यू हैव टू ऐड द प्रीफिक्स 0194।
एग्जैक्टली और नाजरीन, इसके अलावा हम आपके लाइव ईमेल्स भी लेंगे आज के प्रोग्राम में, और हमारा ईमेल आईडी है ddk@teleclassroom@gmail.com। इस पे आप हमें ईमेल करेंगे, जो कि हम लाइव आज के प्रोग्राम में यहाँ पे शामिल करेंगे। और आज जिस सब्जेक्ट को हमारा आपने शामिल प्रोग्राम किया है वो है इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज। और इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज के जिस स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक को, जिस टेक्निकल टॉपिक को आज के प्रोग्राम में हमने शामिल किया है, दैट इज कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज।
जी हाँ नाजरीन, आपको मैं बता दूं दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस इन इंग्लिश मीन्स द टू वर्ड्स दैट हैव बीन कंडेंस्ड इनटू वन, and we use such words in our daily language while we speak, and we also use these words in informal writings.
एग्जैक्टली और इसी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक पर आज का लेक्चर डिलीवर करने के लिए हमने स्टूडियोज में मधु किया है एक बार फिर से पॉपुलर डिमांड पे, क्योंकि हमें बहुत सारे ईमेल्स आए थे, बहुत सारे जो है टेलीफोन कॉल्स हमें जो है मौसूल हुई थी कि इस टीचर को आप फिर से इस प्रोग्राम में शामिल प्रोग्राम कीजिए। तो आज के हमारे टीचर गुलाम हसन वार सर, जो कि रिसर्च ऑफिसर है स्टेट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एजुकेशन बेमिना कश्मीर के, और वहां पे टीचर्स को हमारा ट्रेन करते हैं और पिछले 10 साल से ये फराइज अंजाम दे रहे हैं। उसके अलावा जो है इनके जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो हमारे बोर्ड ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन के निसाब में भी शामिल हुई है। इनके अलावा हमारे आज के सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट है गुलाम हसन शेख साहब, जो कि प्रिंसिपल है गवर्नमेंट हायर सेकेंडरी गुंड हसी बट श्रीनगर के। सर वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम बोथ ऑफ यू। एंड इसके अलावा मैं हमारे सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट की बात कर रहा था, ये ऑन डेपुटेशन प्रिंसिपल भी रहे हैं जवाहर नवोदय विद्यालय पुलवामा के, और उसके अलावा जो है सैनिक स्कूल मानसबल में इन्होंने रजिस्ट्रार के फराइज भी अंजाम दिए थे, वहां पर भी ऑन जो है डेपुटेशन एज ए रजिस्ट्रार काम इन्होंने किया है। जी हाँ नाजरीन, इससे पहले कि हम आज का लेक्चर डिलीवर करें, इंपॉर्टेंट बात यह है कि हम आज के प्रोग्राम में एक बहुत ही अहम फिल्म शामिल करने वाले हैं, जो कि मबनी है तजम्मुल इस्लाम पे। जी हाँ बिल्कुल, वो तजम्मुल इस्लाम, वो 8 साल की कश्मीर की लड़की, वो लाडली जिसने की गोल्ड मेडल जीता वर्ल्ड किक बॉक्सिंग में, जो कि 25 किलो के जिम्मे में शी वन द गोल्ड मेडल। एंड हुमैरा, इट्स अ प्राउड अचीवमेंट नॉट ओनली फॉर द पीपल ऑफ बांडीपुरा बट फॉर द पीपल ऑफ एंटायर स्टेट ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर। और इससे हमें एक सबक भी मिलता है कि नामुमकिन जैसी कोई चीज नहीं है हुमैरा। अगर हम एक हदफ मुतयन कर ले लाइफ में और पूरी शिद्दत के साथ उस हदफ के ताकुब में लग जाए, तो दुनिया की जो बड़ी बड़ी अचीवमेंट्स हैं, चाहे कितनी भी बड़ी क्यों ना हो, वो हमारी झोली में आके गिर जाएंगी। तो चलिए ये खूबसूरत सी फिल्म देखते हैं, उसके बाद आज का लेक्चर देखते हैं।
ये मंजर तो मसरत यम सिच नवे वलवलुक, नवे जोशुक तो नवे अजमुक नेब दिवान। खुशी हिंदी नक्श पैदा करन वाजन तजम्मुल इस्लाम सानि पोशवार हिंद सुपोश यम इटली हिंदो सर बुलंद ब्रंगो पे गुड़व कोर तो किक बॉक्सिंग मज पनुन वजूद सरसी आलम से तस्लीम कर। नवरिश तजम्मुल इस्लाम लोकचार चव हेरो खसा खसानी पन्नी जिंदगी हुन मकसद तय कर तो पन्नी मुल्कुक नाव आलमी सतहस पे रोशन कर। आज ब्रोह 9 वरी आसे बंडपूर इलाकस मज कंस ती जहनस मज आमुत जि यम जमीन हज कूर कर युथ वुड़ो जि इलाकस सत सत नेशनावी दुरुस्त कशीर नाव।
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि मुझे तो अपने ज़िले में भी नहीं जानते थे कि मैं एक तजम्मुल एक लड़की हूँ, और आज पूरी दुनिया मुझे जानती है। नहीं, मैं एक लड़की जिन्होंने कर दिखाया, कश्मीर का नाम रोशन किया।
तजम्मुल इस्लाम गई तिम वत सर करान यम से साबित गो जि कूर हेक्न कुन त मैदानस मज पथ हासिल। अवै छु कूर सानि समाजुक ताज, सानि समाज चुरो। तजम्मुल इस्लाम आर्मी गुडविल स्कूलस मज परान तो इब्तिदा पे अमिस मार्शल आर्टस सठा दिलचस्पी। یہ دلچسپی بڑے ییژا زِ أمۍ بنوو یہ پنُن مشن. أہٕنٛدۍ کوچ فیصل اقبال چھِ ونان زِ ییٚلہِ مےٚ أمِس بچی ہٕنٛز دلچسپی تہٕ لگن وٕچھ بہٕ گوٚوُس حٲران. تمی وِزِ آو مےٚ ذہنس منٛز زِ یِہے چھِ سۄ زِٹھنۍ یۄس پگاہ آفتابٕچ شکل اختیار کرِ.
پہلے تو ٹی وی میں بیڈمنٹن دیکھتی تھی, بعد میں کرکٹ تو میں کھیلتی ہی تھی, اسکول فرینڈس کے ساتھ ہوم ورک پھر ہو جاتا تھا, قرآن نماز ہو جاتی تھی. تو پھر میں نے سوچا جو میرے بردر سسٹر ہیں میں کب میں اس پر ٹنکو ہاؤس کو دیکھوں گی. اور آج میں روز دیکھتی ہوں اور پریکٹس کرتی ہوں خود, کیونکہ پیرنٹس کا سپورٹ اور سکھانے والے اگر خود نہ کرتے تو کچھ نہیں ہوتا. میں نے بھی محنت کی, میرے پیچھے بہت ہاتھ ہے جنہوں نے ہیلپ کی, میری دعائیں کی. کشمیر پوری دنیا بھی دعا کرتی, جو خدا کا من تھا اور انہوں نے مجھے چمکایا اور ایک ستارہ بنا دیا آسمان میں.
واقعی کور 9 ورش امہ کور یہ ثابت زِ تارکن کمند لائن چھ سٹھا آسان یودوے انسان حوصلہ تو عزم برہ پکہ. تجمل اسلام بنے بڑن کھلاڑین ہند خاطر تہ اخ مثال, اخ لکش کامیابی ہز اخ علامت. سٹھا کم وٲنٛسہِ منٛز کامیابی ہز یس تاریخ رقم کریں چھُنہٕ سہل. یہند والد جناب غلام محمد لون صٲب چھ ونان زِ فوجن کور یہن صلاحیت بدِ کڑنس منٛز تہٕ یم برہ پکناونس منٛز سٹھا اہم رول ادا.
پہلے کریڈٹ دینا چاہتی ہوں, کسی کو برا لگے یا نہ لگے, وہ انڈین آرمی کو میں دینا چاہتی ہوں پہلے, کیونکہ انہوں نے میرے پیسے بڑا مطلب پے کیا. اگر وہ میرا پے نہیں کرتے تو آج میں اس لیول پہ نہیں ہوتی, اور میں اٹلی میں ورلڈ چیمپئن شپ میں نے کھیلی نہیں ہوتی, اور میں میڈل بھی اپنے کشمیر کے لیے نہیں لاتی.
بہر صورت چھ کامیابی ہز یس مثال سٹھا کم ملان, تکیاز یس لگن تہ سٹھا کم ٹریٹ گژھان. اٹلی ہندس اکس میگا ایونٹس مز ہارنو یمو پانس کھت 2 ؤری بوڑ امریکی حریف تو کک باکسنگ مز کور ہمیشہ خاطر پن ناو درج. یہنز ات کامیابی پر دیت یمن ملک وزیر اعظمن مبارکباد, تو تمو علاوہ سوز ریاستی گورنرن تو وزیر اعلیٰ تہ پنہ نیک خواہش یمن تام. یہ کامیابی پزی تھکن لائق, تو کشیر ہز تاریخ کر درخشاں باب تہ رقم, تکیاز یمے باب دن اس زندگی ہند حوصلہ. تجمل اسلام بنے سانہ نوِ پوی خاطر مثال, تتھے کن یت کن تہند خاطر پی وی سندھو, ساکشی ملک تو دیپا ملک بنے. سن نو پوی واقعی سون فخر, سون حوصلہ, سن خواب. ولو ات پوی دمو اس پن ساتھ, تو یہند خاطر تھاو زمین پرت رنگ ہموار.
پاپا نے میری حوصلہ افزائی کی, انہوں نے کہا آپ ہمت مت ہارو. میں نے کہا پاپا آدھے اگر پیرنٹس ہوتے وہ کہتے جاؤ بچوں ہم اب کالو کرتے ہیں, پھر اگر ساتھ آتے پھر کہتے یہاں پہ کوئی فیسلٹی نہیں ہے آپ کیا سیکھو گے. پر پاپا نے ایسا نہیں کہا, انہوں نے کہا میں اپنی کوشش جاری رکھوں گا اور آپ کو آگے کروں گا. اور کہتے ہیں صبر کا پھل میٹھا ہے, تو پاپا نے صبر کیا اور پھل خود ہی ٹوٹ کے ان کے قدموں میں آ کے گرا.
خواتین و حضرات, ہمارے ساتھ بنے رہنے کے لیے آپ کا بہت بہت شکریہ. اور یہ پیاری سی فلم جو ہم نے دیکھی تجمل اسلام پہ مبنی تھی, اور کتنی پراؤڈ اچیومنٹ ہے پورے اسٹیٹ کے لیے کہ 25 کلو کے زمرے میں نے ورلڈ چیمپئن شپ جیتی. اور مبارکباد کے حقدار ہیں ان کے والدین سب سے پہلے, اور ان کے کوچ فیصل اقبال جنہوں نے کافی محنت کی ان کو ورلڈ چیمپئن بنانے کے لیے. اور ہمارا جو مدعا مقصد غرض و غایت یہی ہے اس فلم کو دکھانے کے پیچھے, کہ کسی طریقے سے ہمارے بچے جو ہے وہ انسپائر ہو جائے کہ وہ بھی اپنی لائف میں ایک گول اورینٹڈ فوکس کے تحت کچھ اچیومنٹس حاصل کر سکے. اور آج کا ٹاپک جو ہے وہ شروع کرتے ہیں. The dice is all yours, sir. غلام حسن وار sir, please start the lecture.
Thank you, sir. Hello, dear students. Good morning to all of you. I am G.H. War, and today we are going to learn one of the important topics in English, that is contractions. Let me first of all tell you what a contraction means. contraction, the word contraction, it literally means making the process of some word smaller or shorter. But generally these contractions are done to the verbs, because we must know first where these contractions come from. These are actually the verbs in English. When I'm talking about verbs, first of all, we must know what a verb is, what a verb means. Can you tell me what a verb means? Anybody among you? What does a verb mean? Yeah? What have you learned? Yes, anything? What is the meaning of verb?
It shows action.
The word or the words that show
Action.
action. Okay. And it is not only that these words or these verbs, these show action. There are some other meanings also. So let me tell you first, I think better to know what verb means or what this verb is. Actually, the word verb shows us, tells us about a noun, about a person, place, animal, thing. Whatsoever a noun is. But not only the action, but what a noun is, what a noun has, and what a noun does. So you say it shows only action. Action is not only the thing. What a verb is, what a verb has, and what a verb does. What a noun does. That is what I say. What a noun is, what a noun has, and what a noun does. For example, if I take the example of a person, I say Zubair is a student. Zubair is a student. So what he is? Zubair is a boy. He is a student. He has a bag. He has a so is has. Then what he does? He studies. If I take the example of an animal, for example, that's an animal. It has, or that's a lion. It has a strong body. And what it does, it watches the forest, or it kills the other animals. It kills its prey, etc. So what a noun is, what a noun has, and what a noun does. That is actually verb. So action also comes in it. And when we talk about verb, this verb has different kinds. For example, I'll take many kinds. First of all, I can write here, there are man verbs. And there are auxiliary verbs. Because I have the topic contractions, contractions come from these auxiliary verbs, not from man verbs. When I talk about man verbs, there are two kinds of man verbs, and these are transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So nothing to talk about these verbs because the topic is contractions. When I talk about auxiliaries, there are two kinds of auxiliaries. And these are, first of all, primary auxiliaries. Then the second, that is modal auxiliaries. And all these auxiliaries, I'll tell you what these auxiliaries are. If I talk about these primary auxiliaries, these are of three types, three kinds. Do form, does, and past did. Then the second one, have form, has, and past had. Then there is be form. And in this be form, this is the only verb in English that has its 7 forms. This is, am, are, was, were, been, and being. The second one is modal auxiliaries. These modal auxiliaries are can, could, shall, good, should, will, would, must. I can write here may, might, must, ought to, used to, dare, and sometimes have to. These must be 14. So this is the total list of auxiliaries that are generally being contracted in English. You know why we use these contractions? This is a very important topic as per English language is concerned. And this topic deals not only with writing, mostly it is used in our spoken form. So English has the main basic sickles, 4 basic sickles. These sickles are listening, then speaking, LSRW. LSRW. So L for listening, S for speaking, R for reading, and W for writing. And these contractions, all these contractions deal with this sickle. These sickles are very important. And unless we learn about these sickles, we cannot be able, if we want to speak fluently, these sickles are needed to be learned. So that's why I've chosen, I've been given the topic to discuss about the contractions. Now let me tell you how I can deal with all these contractions in English. That you must remember, because we have to, as students, we have to, you should try to speak fluently. How this fluency comes in your speech, that is just when you overcome, when you master these contractions in English, because this is one of the rules that will help you. These contractions are, if I write here, this apostrophe M. This stands for am. Apostrophe S. This stands for is, has, and sometimes us. Then VE. It stands for have. RE. This stands for are or were. Okay? Then D. This stands for had as well as would. There are other contractions also. Like you will find this in your books. If you open any of the pages in your book, you will find at least 10, 15 contractions in one page. How you have to read it, how you have to pronounce the words, that is very important, because that is how it can help you in speaking. So this is will as well as shall. Now this M, this is generally used with first person singular, that's I. Okay? I, then if I write like this, it stands for I am. But when you pronounce the word, you have not to pronounce it as I am, but I'm. What? I'm. I'll write even the transcription of the words, because if you open your books, 9th and 10th class books, we have given the list, we have given the chart, how our teachers can help our students to speak correctly. That is pronouncing of the words. So this is I and this is am. This is I'm. How can you read it? I'm. What? Not I am. Now, see this S. I'll write here, he, comma, S. What it stands for?
He is.
Yes?
He is.
He is. And sometimes he has, because contractions have different sense. Whenever it is used, these contractions are used in a sentence, we have to read the whole sentence first. But the pronunciation of the word doesn't change. It remains the same, even if it stands for is or has. Let me tell you how. I am here, he is, it stands for he is as well as he has. But how you can pronounce the word, I'll write it. First of all, I'll tell it, he's. Read it. He's. What? He's. I'll write it like this, H-E-E-Z. This is not a word, but this is that I write for your help. But the pronunciation or the phonetic transcription of the word, you can find like this. Her, is, he's. What is this? He. Even if it stands for he has, you have to speak it what? He is. He is, not he is. Then the same S. When we use this S with nouns, we simply write noun plus S. That means, for example, if I write here bag, then we can say bags. What? Bags. So not any apostrophe. But sometimes we even write when we talk about singular and plural. For example, I'll write here bags, so no apostrophe. But when we talk about possession or possession, something that we have, like this, here is a noun, R-A-S-H-I-D, apostrophe S, Rashid's bag. Or I can say, see, where is the comma? Before S. If I say O-F-F-I-C-E-R, apostrophe S, officer's room. So here, possession. But if the same comma is used, it is for singular. It is for singular. When comma is before S, it is singular. Here, it is singular. If I say student's bag, student's, if comma is used before S, that means bag of one student. And if I use the same thing like this, S-T-U-D-E-N-T-S, student's bag, where is comma this time? After S. It shows plural. So it means there is only one bag, and students are here. They are. This is for their purpose. They want to keep their whatever is there with them. They want to keep in that, as like that of a cricket team, etc. So this is use of S. Now, here, let me tell you about this VE. And these are, I've already told you, all these auxiliaries are used with pronouns generally, especially with first person. Singular, I can say pronouns of subjective case that we generally use as subjects. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. These are the pronouns that are generally used as subjects, personal pronouns as subjective case. Let me give you a drill. For example, I, VE. Please read it. I have. But in English, when it is written like this, it is never I have, it is I. What is this? I. Let me write it. This is I and were. This is I. You can use it in a sentence. I've done it, not I have done it. I've completed my work. So how can you pronounce the word? I. And when you speak things, speak it like that, because this will help you in your fluency. So, Sam, not with he or she, but we can use it you, comma, we. What is this? So it stands for you have, but not, you have not to pronounce it you have. You. What?
You.
So, like this, this is its transcription. You. Then, they, comma, ve. Read it. Yes? How can you pronounce the word? They. What? They. Not they have. It is they. So, the, a, and were. They. What is the word? They. And what it stands for? We have. This is for have. Okay? Then, we, comma, we. Please pronounce the word. We have. But it is never we have. It is always what? We. What? Yes, repeat it. We. What? We. Like that. W-E-A-V-E. This is a word. But it is not here having this meaning. Because I am keeping this in brackets so that you can understand what the word, how the word is pronounced. But if I write it as transcription, it is like this. Were, e, and were. This is view. What is this? View. What is this? View. Then, here it, comma, R-E. It stands for? Or as well as? Were. Or as? Were. For example, they, comma, R-E. Please read it. Yes?
They are.
It is never they are. It is always there. What is this?
There.
There. Let me write it in transcription. It is there. See. And you have to be aware of these things also. Because when you go to the dictionary will tell you this transcription. And that's why we have put it in books, in 9th and 10th class books. No doubt our teachers, they forget to do this kind of drill to our students, but when they speak, you must follow how they speak it. That's why. Because you will not find this kind of rule in English grammars. This is what we have to do. Teachers have to do in the field. Okay. Then, so what is the word? What is the pronunciation? There. There. What? There. With which we write this R? U, comma, R-E. Please read it. Yes? Your. So the word is your, and it stands for you are as well as you were. This stands for they are as well as they were, as per the sense in the sentence, whatever the sense is. Because sometimes you have to elaborate these contractions, and you have to tell whether it is are or whether it is were, as per the sense of the sentence. When it is past, written in past, you can think that this is were. When it is written in present tense, you can think it is are. Okay? Then let's come to this. What is this? This contraction, this stands for had as well as would. Had or would. And students generally read it as had or would, but it is never had or would there when we speak it in English, when we read it, when we speak it. Had or would. Thank you, sir. For example, if I say I, comma, D, please read it. Yes? No. you have to pronounce it as I'd. What? I'd. Repeat it.
I'd.
Good. E-Y-E-D. See, this is just for your drill. This is not the word that it means. It is how you can read it, how you can pronounce it. But when you write it as transcription, it is like this. I and What is this? I'd. What is this?
I'd.
Good. U, comma, D. Please read it. What is this?
You.
You'd. What?
You'd.
You'd. Not you would or you had. Like that. Ya, oo, da. You'd. This is for your transcription so that you can open the dictionary and find what these symbols are. I'm not talking about these symbols this time, but I am pronouncing the word, that's why I am writing it here. So, you'd. What is the word?
You'd.
And this stands for you would as well as you had. I'll give you examples later on where these you can yourself say where it is had and where it is would. Then I, you. If I write he, comma, D, can you tell me?
He'd.
He'd. What is this?
He'd.
As in H-E-E-D. You know, I write it this in brackets because it is for your pronunciation, correct pronunciation. But its pronunciation is symbols. You can write it like this: her, e, and the. Now, she, comma, D. Yes, please pronounce the word.
She'd.
She'd. What is this?
She'd.
She'd, as in like this. She'd. So it is sh, e, d. And this stands for she would as well as she had. Then I, T, comma, D. Please pronounce the word. What is this? What does this word stand for?
It would or it had.
It would or?
It had.
But the pronunciation of the word is it. What?
It.
It. So, it would or it had. And what is the pronunciation?
It.
It. Good. Then, so it stands for it had or it would. They, comma, D. So please read it. They'd. What is this? They'd. Like this. The, a, and her. They'd. This stands for they would and they had. Then, comma, LL. If I write it with I, you'll think that it is I will. No doubt it is I will or I shall. Both are correct. And this stands for that. But when you speak it, when you read it, because it's a drill for speaking, for reading, and this time I am speaking before you and you are listening. So both these exercises are done side by side, listening as well as speaking. Isn't it so? So I'll write here. Please tell the word. I'll. What is this?
I'll.
Not I will or I. What is it? I'll. What is this?
I'll.
I'll do it. I'll be going there. Not I will. Then you, comma, LL. What is it stands for?
You
You'll. Not you will or you shall. You'll. So like this. You and la. You'll. Then he, comma, LL. What it stands for? He'll. What? He'll. Not he will. As in her, H-E-A-L. He'll. Or H. So this is her, E and L. He'll. heel. Then she, comma, ll. Please read it. Sheel. What?
Shield.
As in shield, like this. But sh, e and l. This is shield. Shield. Then they, comma, ll. Please read it.
Dale.
Dale. What is this?
Dale.
Dale. It is like this. The, a and l. Dale, not they will. Can you read this word?
Dale.
Yes?
Dale.
Dale. Correct. What is this?
Dale.
You please. You. This word.
Shield.
Shield. Correct. Yes, you. Please read it. Heel. Very nice. Yes. Up. Read it. This is I, comma, ll. Isle. What is the word? Isle. Because this is I, then l. This is isle. What is this? Good. Now, these are the positive contractions, and you might have seen that all these contractions have been used with pronouns. With pronouns. And you know, sometimes what we do, when we write applications and other things, this comma is not used generally with possessive cases. When we write at the end of application, for example, you write, there are 6 in number. You must mind it and note it. There are 6 pronouns where we do not write, where we do not write this comma. For example, apostrophe comma, like this, Y-O-U-R-S. At the end of applications and letters, you generally write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, etc., etc. And most of the students write S, comma, either here or here. So that's incorrect. That's why sometimes you have done your papers good, but these mistakes matter for a language student, for a language teacher. So yours, if sometimes we write hers, we write his, we write T-H-E-I-R-S. Theirs, there, the word is
Theirs.
and generally the students speak it as dear. No, it is there. And sometimes what we use, we unconsciously write even with those objects that's incorrect in English. For example, I can say here is a table. If I have to write it in plural, I can write what? Tables, okay? As I have already told you, Rashida's bag, comma is used there, but when we have to use, when we want to use the same S with a table or with a thing that is inanimate, there we use word or preposition of. For example, tables cover. We cannot, that's not correct. We can say the cover of the table. Chair's leg, that's incorrect. We have to say as the leg of the chair. Chair, chair. What is the word?
Chair.
C-H-A-I-R. What is this?
Chair.
Chair. It is not chair, it is chair. So these are the positive contractions. And I have already told you even this S is used sometimes with, because I have told you there, us. So please read it, this word.
Let's.
Let's. What is this?
Let's.
Not let us, but it is?
Let's.
So it stands for let us. Okay? Now let's go to the negative contractions. Because those negative contractions are very important while we speak. And these negative contractions even sometimes help us to make questions, to answer questions, to confirm our answers, what we speak. Whatever we speak in English language, we want the agreement of those contractions or those mini questions, those tag questions that are used. Generally we use these contractions there. Okay, now let me tell you about negative contractions. I am not. Can you make this contraction to this word? Shabash. This is the only contraction where we, in negative sense, we have to use this auxiliary verb with pronoun. So we can say like this, I'm not. But all other contractions are used with not. Like that, he is not. So it stands for this is not. We can write it isn't. What? Isn't. Was not. It is wasn't. What is this? Wasn't. Are not. This stands for aren't. What is this? Aren't. Very good. Were not. This stands for weren't. What? Weren't. Then there is have not. This stands for haven't. What? Haven't. Good. Has not. Hasn't. This is for hasn't. This is for hasn't. Hasn't. Then there are the modal verbs. Cannot. What? Cannot. That stands for can't. What? Can't. Would not. That stands for wouldn't. Will not. Can you tell me for what? Would not. Will not. Wouldn't. What is the short form of will not? Contraction. Contraction form. That is won't. What? Won't. If you have to speak, oh, I will not go there. You can say, see how beautiful it looks. I won't go there. I won't do this. So won't is correct form for will not, stands for won't. Okay? Then shall not. Once again. Anybody, can you tell me what this shall not stands for? Shan't. What? Shan't. Then might not, mightn't. And dare not, daren't. Now see, when we use tag questions, how necessary these are. For example, I'll not attend my school today. So will I or shall I? Shall I? I don't want to give this book to my friend. So if you have to agree, if you have to make an agreement, or what I say, you have to, your listener is listening. For example, he is a good boy, isn't he? He was there, wasn't he? He wasn't there, was he? We were not in a meeting, were we? We were in the meeting, weren't we? Do you follow me? So when the statement is positive, we have to use negative tag. When the statement is negative, we have to use positive tag. That's very important in making these contractions, and these contractions help us in making the tag questions, that means the mini questions. Okay. Then there are other, for example, if I write do not, it stands for don't. Did not, it stands for what? Didn't. Then there are other contractions also. For example, those are miscellaneous. We write sometimes this. What it stands for? Honorable. It is not honorable, it is honorable. And it stands for honorable. So see, these contractions, how they help us in making our speech fluent. And our language becomes smoother and smoother when we speak this thing. So I have a little bit of exercise. Let me see whether you have understood it or not. I'll write some two sentences, and you have to follow. You have to tell me whether these sentences, what these contractions are for. My, sorry. Please tell me what this contraction is for and what this is for. My friend, it is friends, it is friend has come. He'd an accident, he had an accident. Thank you very much. I hope that you would have got me well and you would have understood what these contractions are. If there are any questions from your side, I'm here. You may put the questions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
इट वॉज एब्सोल्युटली फैबुलस वार साहब, एक इतने तकनीकी सब्जेक्ट को इतने आसान तरीके से और इतने सरल तरीके से समझाने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक था जिस पे आज के प्रोग्राम में बात हुई। और नाजरीन, अब वो प्रोग्राम का मरहला जो है आ चुका है जब हम आपके साथ जुड़ते हैं, एक सबसे दिलचस्प मरहला इस प्रोग्राम का। और आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं, हमारे टेलीफोन नंबर है 2481813 और 2481832। अगर मैं थोड़ा जल्दी में बोल गया हूं तो नीचे हमारे स्क्रीन पर भी जो है हमारे नंबर स्क्रॉल हो रहे हैं। और इन केस इफ यू आर कॉलिंग फ्रॉम योर सेल फोन्स देन प्लीज डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रीफिक्स 0194। और एक ज़ाबिते के तहत हम आपकी कॉल्स लेते हैं। आप जो भी कहेंगे मुख्तसरन कहेंगे, अपनी राय रखेंगे इस प्रोग्राम में। तफसीलन अगर आपने कुछ कहना है, कोई राय रखनी है, तो उसके लिए हमारे लाइव ईमेल अभी हम शामिल प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं। और हमारा ईमेल एड्रेस है ddk@teleclassroom@gmail.com। जी हाँ, ddk@teleclassroom@gmail.com। और एक ईमेल हमें सुबह मौसूल हुआ था 11:28 पे। इवन इनफैक्ट ड्यूरिंग the live telecast of this program, we received an email. It's from Shahid Nazir and he says, I'm watching your program, the program is quite fabulous, or please continue this program, and many congratulations to the entire crew and staff of this live program. और MK भट्ट साहब हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं आज के प्रोग्राम में। आदाब अर्ज MK भट्ट साहब दिल्ली से। हेलो सर, गुड मॉर्निंग।
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
It should be good afternoon by now, sir. It's
Hello,
12.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to all Tele Class Room students.
You're welcome to the program, sir.
I am actually but speaking. I have heard the teacher's class. It is my subject because I am professor of English in St. Joseph's College, Delhi.
Very good.
I can speak up that you have given the TV Doordarshan has shown a beautiful girl who has given us the laurels in the international field of kickboxing. I congratulate the parents and specifically to the girl who is in yet under teens, but I congratulate the parents and the schools and the army who have brought her to the international denizens, and she had come out with laurels. But one thing I want to speak to the concerned teacher. My dear teacher, you have given a good lecture in negative contractuals.
Yeah.
But in positives, I can say, because I myself have the guts to speak, I have style in phonetics. But I can speak that in positives, you have given lectures to the coming students because I belong to Kashmir.
Okay.
I'm much the Kashmiri, so far I have very hard towards the Kashmiri students. That in positive poetry, it is only in positives to the students that he has given a good lecture. But it is only, I tell the student, is in poetry. When you say poetry, it is not poetry, it is poetry. And it is not pronunciation, it is pronunciation. But in positives, the teacher, I want to remind him, that it is only in poetry you can go for positives. Then he says, I will. Suppose I will tell to the teacher, I
think we have received your point, sir. Your point is very well received and we've heard you. Now you please listen to the reply.
Okay, I understood what he says, but generally these contractions are used not only with these poetry words, but these are being used even in short stories and other things, but not in a formal language. If sometimes we want to write our higher-ups, it's not good to write these contractions there, but we can use it in some of the genres of literature. That's good.
Absolutely. सहरिश गुल जुड़ चुकी है हमारे साथ बेंगलोर से। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में। Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I want to ask a question to Var sir.
Yes, please,
go on.
Sarish, please.
Hello.
Yes, we are
you can
hearing you.
speak, please.
You're very much audible.
I can listen, please. Sarish, you please ask.
Sarish, you can pose your question.
I'm in 5th class.
Yes.
I want to have
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm listening.
I want to ask the contracted form of must.
What? Yeah.
Please repeat your question, Saresh. अपना क्वेश्चन रिपीट कीजिए.
Sarish, अपना question.
Must is not.
Yeah.
I want to have the contracted form of must plus not.
Okay, it is
All right,
mustn't.
got your question.
Very good.
Very
It
good,
is
very good.
mustn't. It is mustn't. M-U-S-T-N, comma T. Mustn't. So it is not must not. It is mustn't. Thank you. It is pronounced as mustn't, and T. This O is not written. We write comma instead of O.
Apostrophe.
M-U-S-T-N, comma T, and it is pronounced as mustn't. Thank you, Sarish.
Exactly. Thanks a lot for this beautiful, beautiful answer. And thanks a lot, Sahrish, from calling all the way from Bangalore. We're so indebted to you that you called from such a long distance. And sir, मेरा भी आपसे एक क्वेश्चन है सर. अभी लेक्चर के दौरान आपने कहा कि ऐसा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, इतना टेक्निकी टॉपिक जो है हमारे लेक्चर्स जो कि पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन से अपॉइंट होकर आते हैं वो अवॉइड करते, इसको ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट लेक्चर को बालाई ताक रखा जाता है. हाउ अनफॉर्चुनेट. अभी एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट के जो जोमा है, बड़े सीनियर ऑफिसर्स हैं, बड़े सीनियर ओहदों पे फाइज लोग जो है वो हमारा प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट हमारे एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर साहब भी हमारे प्रोग्राम के रेगुलर व्यूअर हैं. तो उनको क्या कहेंगे कि क्या टीचर्स को उनको आप भी ट्रेन करते हैं स्टेट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एजुकेशन में. सो व्हाई इज सच एन इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक बीइंग शेल्व्ड बाय आवर टीचर्स हु ड्रॉ होम सच हेफ्टी सैलरी? So why is such an important topic? क्या इसमें मेहनत ज्यादा लगती है पढ़ाने में? क्या जो दूर दराज देहात में हमारे बच्चे पढ़ते हैं क्या उनको समझाने में ज्यादा मेहनत ये दरकार है, तभी जाके इस टॉपिक को जो है आसानी से शेल्फ किया जाता है? प्लीज.
No, actually the teachers are doing well even in the department, but they just go to the rules that they find in grammars.
Right.
And this kind of rule you will not find in a grammar, but it is that teacher has to do his own tactics in the field. When I had done many trainings and I had showed this kind of topic to many of the teachers, and maybe they might be listening to this topic, and that is we as teachers, while going to our classes, we must try to find those topics that are the need of the hour.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, sir. गुलाम हसन साहब जुड़े हमारे साथ जम्मू से. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में.
हाँ, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
हेलो.
गुलाम हसन साहब, अपने टेलीविजन सेट का वॉल्यूम थोड़ा कम कर दें आप.
मैं जम्मू से हूँ.
जी.
आप अपना बोलिए, अपना सवाल बोलिए प्लीज.
अपने टेलीविजन सेट का वॉल्यूम आप कम कर दीजिए गुलाम हसन साहब.
मैं थैंक यू सर ड्यू टू मिस्टर वार.
जी. Yes. Thank you very much.
Please carry on.
Any question?
My age is 60.
Okay.
I came for the first time word of contraction.
Oh, that's nice.
I was knowing this in physics and zoology and botany.
Good.
But for the first time I came across this word contraction.
Right.
I think these students are very lucky. They have just got this information in the childhood.
Thank you very much.
But in my time, our teachers were also so intelligent, and we are also having same intelligence. My thanks are due to whole team, and such classes should be organized for our youth generation so that they can speak English with good pronunciation.
That's good.
Yes. And thanks a lot, Mr. Ghulam Hassan Saab, for your kind gesture. And we would continue this program unabated and unstoppable, in a very unstoppable way. Thanks a lot for calling all the way from Jammu. Sir, मेरा एक सीधा सवाल आपसे, गुलाम हसन शेख साहब, क्योंकि आप हमारे सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट हैं, तो आपको तो अच्छे से आज के प्रोग्राम में मैं ग्रिल करने की पूरी कोशिश करूंगा. सर, जब हम इंग्लिश में कभी ऐसे लिखते थे क्लास में, एंड वी वुड यूज दीज कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस इन द रिटन फॉर्म, तो हमारे मार्क्स काटे जाते थे. कहा जाता था दिस इज नॉट द प्रॉपर वे ऑफ राइटिंग इंग्लिश. सो कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस का, हालांकि दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द स्पोकन फॉर्म, रिटन फॉर्म में जब उनको हम ज्यादा यूज करते हैं तो मार्क्स क्यों कटते हैं?
फॉर्मल राइटिंग में वी कैन
कभी एप्लीकेशन
वी कैन यूज कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस in formal writing, dialogues, in dramas, when the characters speak, there it serves very good purpose. But when you are writing for a business, business letters, when you write in a formal way, you should try to avoid contractions. But in speaking, you can use it. So if they were deducting marks, they have not done it nicely. And that is not a good thing, because when the new textbooks which have come to us, almost 10 to 15 contractions are there. It saves time.
Right.
Yeah, if you go for advertisements nowadays, you go for slogans, you have to use contractions. It saves your time, its space. writing space. And this is very important. And as teachers, we should introduce it in the beginning so that the fluency of the students increase. They are very competent, they become competent, and fluency increases, and they are good listeners, they are good speakers in the days to come.
Indeed, sir. Thanks a lot. And कथा कलामी के लिए आपसे फिर से माफी चाहूंगा. सुनील जी, काफी ज्यादा कॉल्स हमें जम्मू से आज के प्रोग्राम में मौसूल हो रही है. सुनील जी जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ जम्मू से. आदाबर सर. Adabar sir, and a very good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Sir, this is Sunil Verma from Jammu, sir. Sir, we're feeling very proud that we're seeing these programs in the Kashmir Valley. We are very thankful to these initiatives that you have taken already. We're also very thankful to the teachers that come in the program, which are very expert and which also teach us very good things, rather very technical things which we can't learn from some other places. And this is just a sort of appreciation call from me. I would like to thank all of you for the initiatives that you have taken, and regards from me. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot for calling in, Sunil Verma, and we are really indebted to people like you who watch our program with such regularity and with such keenness, and thanks a lot for you. Dear friends, well, we have a caller from Langate, Shafkat Ahmed. Shafkat Ahmed, Assalamu alaikum sir, khair maqdam aapka program mein.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर.
जी सर, अपना सवाल पूछिए.
ओके, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर, आपने मेरी कॉल रिसीव की.
जी, इसमें शुक्रिया की कोई बात नहीं है. आप ही का प्रोग्राम है, आप कॉल करें और हम रिसीव न करें, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है सर?
हाँ, मुझे ये पूछना है कि आज तकरीबन मैं भी 35 साल का हो चुका हूँ
जी.
तो अभी तक मैंने इस तरह का लेक्चर कभी नहीं सुना है, ना कॉलेज में ना लेक्चर उधर स्कूल में.
जी बिल्कुल.
आज बहुत खुश हो, आज बहुत अच्छी तरह इसने हमें पढ़ाया. लेकिन मेरी एक गुजारिश है सर आपसे, तो आप थोड़ा लेटर राइटिंग के बारे में भी कुछ सिखाए हमें, वो भी अच्छा लगेगा.
जी, आपका सजेशन हम तक पहुंच चुका है. गुलाम शेख साहब, लेटर राइटिंग की आप अभी कुछ देर पहले बात कर रहे थे, तो लेटर राइटिंग में किन किन चीजों का ख्याल रखना चाहिए? अगर मुख्तसर आप इनके सवाल का जवाब दे दें. हालांकि हमारे टॉपिक से जुड़ा नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी अगर आप सवाल का जवाब देना चाहिए.
इसमें लेटर राइटिंग में we have to choose whether we are writing to an higher officer, whether we are writing to an informal way, to a friend. It varies.
Right.
Writing skill, it is a skill, and it varies.
Right, sir.
If you are writing to a superior, you have to take care of and don't use much of these contractions, because they make at times confuse the readers, and we should avoid that. But when you are writing in a friendly manner, when you use contractions, it gives an impression to the reader that he is very intimate to you, he is friendly to you. So you should use it. When letter writing, we should take another view about it, and we should take a lecture on the next day.
लेकिन सर एक बात तो मैं कहूंगा कि लेटर राइटिंग का जो पुराना फन था, जब ईमेल नहीं थे, जब फेसबुक नहीं था, जब बाकी सोशल नेटवर्क साइट्स थे, तो उसका अब वो मजा नहीं रहा. अब हार्डली हम एक दूसरे को चिट्ठी लिखते हैं, और इंग्लिश में जो लेटर राइटिंग का फन था वो शायद अब उस लेवल का नहीं रहा. और डॉक्टर जहूर साहब छानापुरा से हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं, और काफी टाइम से इनफैक्ट जुड़े हैं. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में. हेलो.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, I'm very much happy to see the great initiatives are taken by DD Kashmir.
Right, sir.
First time I have seen such kind of program, and I'm very much happy. Just my simple question is that what is the importance of spelling in the names? I mean to say my name is Zahoor, so I can write in Zare-H-O-O-R, or I can write Zare-H-U-R. What is the importance? Are they both correct or something? Can you suggest something?
Okay. Right, so I got your question. He's saying like regarding, we have one more caller, Sania Gulzar. खाक बड़गाम से सानिया गुलजार जी जुड़ी है हमारे साथ. अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
गुड आफ्टरनून. 12 बज चुके हैं मैम.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sir, I'm Sheikh Sania Gulzar from Lokipura Khag.
Good.
Sir, my question is towards sir.
Yeah.
जो क्वेश्चन वर्ड्स, जो सेंटेंस वर्ड्स हमने लास्ट में बोर्ड पे लिखा था, सर आई एम नॉट कंसंट्रेटेड ऑन दैट. सर प्लीज कैन वर्ड्स रिपीट फॉर मी दैट.
Okay.
About the negative contractions, के last दो सेंटेंस जो आपने लिखे थे. My friends come and
my friends come.
Right.
And he had an accident.
Right.
So in the first sentence you see there is a friend, comma, apostrophe s.
Right.
So it is friend has.
Right.
So this has the meaning of has, but we have to read it as
सर. इसमें बार-बार ये है ना कि एक जो टर्म है पोजेसिव प्रोनाउन, उसके साथ थोड़ा यहाँ पे कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है. फॉर एग्जांपल आई से माय फ्रेंड्स बैग, ठीक है, if the bag entirely belongs to the friend, तब कहाँ पे apostrophe s आएगा? S के आगे,
that is before s.
Before s.
Yes.
तो s के बाद कहाँ पे आएगा?
When it is plural.
When it is plural.
If I say officers' room,
right.
So it means that many officers come and sit in room.
In a single room.
That is after s.
Right.
But my question to answer to this, it is he had an accident. It means he had an accident.
Right.
So sometimes we can write even contractions with, because positive contractions are generally written with this. So it is he had, and that is friend has.
एक ज़िमनन सवाल मेरा आपसे गुलाम हसन शेख साहब कि हम कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस की बात करते हैं, क्या दुनिया की किसी और ज़बान में कोई ऐसा लिटरेचर है या हमारे इंग्लिश में कौन से ऐसे लिटरेरी ये डॉयंस है जिन्होंने कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस का बड़ी अच्छे तरीके से इस्तेमाल किया है? इज इट अफ्रीकन लिटरेचर, इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, और इज इट मे बी इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, प्रॉपर ब्रिटिश लिटरेचर, अमेरिकन लिटरेचर? किस किस्म के लिटरेचर में जो है ये? क्योंकि कुछ इल्मी लिसानियात का ये मानना है, जो कि लिंग्विस्टिक्स एक्सपर्ट्स है, कि कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ज्यादा यूज करने से जो फर्स्ट क्लास लिटरेचर है वो फर्स्ट क्लास नहीं रहता, कहीं वो बोटमैन इंग्लिश बन जाता है. तो उस हवाले से आप क्या कहेंगे?
Almost all languages have these contractions. Today in the morning
उर्दू में अगर हम कोई एग्जांपल ले लें.
हाँ
जी जी सर, आप उर्दू में कोई कंट्रैक्शंस की कोई एग्जांपल, या हिंदी में या किसी और जबान में?
उर्दू में इनको हम अदगाम कहते हैं. अदगाम हाँ, देयर इज अ प्रॉपर रूल देयर, अदगाम, जिन्हें हम ये कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड फॉर्म कहते हैं
जी.
तो एक सवाल का जवाब जो अभी हमारे एक कॉलर कर रहे थे कि ZAHOOR और ZAHUR, which one is correct? In English, one letter can have different sounds.
Right.
It is not only that we can have one sound to a particular letter. So that's why English is not a phonetic language. It is not being considered as a phonetic, because one letter can have different sounds.
और जहां तक इल्जाम लगता है कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस पे कि वो लिटरेचर का जो लेवल है उसको कम कर देता है, उस बहस पे भी आएंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले महमूद उल हक जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ बारामूला से. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
सर ये पूछना था, जो IT' है, व्हाट इज द प्रोनाउंसिएशन ऑफ दिस वर्ड?
Which?
IT and apostrophe D, right?
It. It is it.
उनका प्रोनाउंसिएशन जानना चाहते हैं. थैंक्स अ लॉट, शुक्रिया कॉल करने के लिए.
It. The pronunciation for IT, D, it is it. And it stands for it would and it had.
जी काफी सारे नाजरीन हमारे बेंगलोर से, कर्नाटका से हमें देखते हैं. तो कर्नाटका से ही मैसूर से जो है डॉक्टर सोफी हमारे साथ जुड़ चुकी है. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, खैर मकदम मैम आपका प्रोग्राम में.
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर.
वालेकुम सलाम. सॉरी सर, टेल मी सॉरी.
सर आई वांट टू जस्ट.
यस सर.
सर अपने टेलीविजन सेट का वॉल्यूम आप कम कर दीजिए और बेझिझक होकर अपना सवाल पूछिए.
यस सर.
जी सर, मैं वार साहब से सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ.
सर
कि जो हम फेसबुक और SMS भेजते हैं,
हाँ,
उसमें जो हम कंट्रैक्शंस करते हैं, क्या इससे कोई असर पड़ता है जो इंग्लिश में जो कंट्रैक्शंस बोलते हैं?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
आपका सवाल हम तक पहुंच चुका है. शुक्रिया मैसूर से कॉल करने के लिए.
Thank you sir for calling, and I'll tell you contractions are generally we use in formal type.
Right.
Not for formal type, but informal type.
Right.
When we write to our friends, we can use at ease, whatever contractions we wish. But when we write to our officials or to businessmen, so that it may not be thought otherwise. So at that moment, we have to take care of these contractions. But in informal type, we can use these contractions to our friends. And this is a computer language, and this day we have to use.
जी अगेन फिर से वही बहस के, एक बार आपको कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस आपके हाथ में आ गया टूल, तो आप कहते हैं कि मैं तो इसे जो मर्जी मैं उस यूज में लगाऊंगा. सर ने कहा इट हैड, मैं तो यस पे, नो पे, किसी और लफ्ज पे भी इस वर्ड को इस्तेमाल करूंगा, लेकिन एक प्रॉपर टेक्निक के तहत ही कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस का इस्तेमाल करना है. शुहेब जुड़े हमारे साथ सोपोर से. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर. सर अपने टेलीविजन सेट का वॉल्यूम आप कम कर दे और थोड़ा ऊंची आवाज में बात करें आप सर.
हेलो
जी शुएब साहब, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, खैर मकदम आपका प्रोग्राम में.
अस्सलाम सर.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
हाँ सर, हम शुएब बोल रहे हैं सुपोर से.
जी अपना सवाल पूछिए शुएब साहब.
सर हम बहुत शुक्रगुजार है आपके कि आपने ऐसा अच्छा प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया है. हम इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं.
तो शुक्रिया तो हमें आप जैसे नाजरीन का करना चाहते हैं जो इतनी दिलचस्पी के साथ और इतनी क्यूरियोसिटी के साथ हमारा प्रोग्राम देखते हैं. थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर कॉलिंग इन. सर बहस वहीं पर रुकी हुई है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्शन से खतरा ये है कि जब हम इनको एक लिटरेरी जॉनर में यूज करते हैं तो एक बार मुझे आपने टूल दे दिया कि आप किसी भी वर्ड को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, किसी भी वर्ब को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, तो मैं कहता हूं मैं टेक्निक क्यों सीखूं, मैं इन्हीं वर्ड्स पे कन्फाइंड क्यों रहूं, मैं तो कहीं पे भी. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे आपने कहा चेयर्स, ऐसे भी मैंने ऐसा भी लिटरेचर पढ़ा जहां चेयर के आगे भी एपस्ट्रोफी एस लगता है, जो फोरग्राउंडिंग का इस्तेमाल वो करते हैं, तो उसके बारे में वो क्या कहेंगे?
You see that we have to use here we have to follow the British accent or British pronunciation or British
RP.
rules. No doubt in our day-to-day English you might have seen the speakers from these boatmen or horsemen. They can speak anything. But as the students who are the students who are learning things, they have to care for these things. They can speak anything, but we as teachers and students, we have to take care even whether it is correct or not. Grammatically they can speak incorrect, but we have to bother about these things.
वहाँ ये भी है कि लैंग्वेज चेंज होती रहती है और 100 साल पहले जो ब्रिटिशर्स कहते थे कि पिजन इंग्लिश यूज करते हैं इंडियन राइटर्स, लेकिन आज उन्हीं को सलाम करते हैं, आर के नारायण को सलाम करते हैं ब्रिटिश राइटर्स। सुमन जुड़ी है मागाम से। अस्सलाम वालेकुम सुमन जी।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
Sir, I'm Suman from Magam.
Yeah, Suman.
Sir, I would like to thank firstly Doordarshan for taking such an initiative and inviting such great expert teachers. And especially I would like to thank Mr. Varsa.
Thank you.
Because he has been my teacher also, and I would like to thank him for teaching so beautifully while this show, and lots of students get benefit because they are not at this right moment, they are not able to go to school, and they get benefited by this show also. Sir, I would like to thank you once again and thank you for such a wonderful program.
And Varsab should be mighty proud of such students who called in for this very program. Thanks a lot for calling in. Insha is calling us from Jawaharnagar. Assalamu alaikum ma'am. And welcome to the program Insha ji. The call got dropped and sir thanks a lot. कुछ ऐसी बातें भी थी जो कि आज के प्रोग्राम में करनी थी, लेकिन मुझे लगता है बहुत सारी चीजें जो है आज के प्रोग्राम में जो है वो कवर हुई। एक मुख्तसर अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहें सर।
ये you said just now that this language undergoes change. Let us take this will, Mr. War focused on that, will not. So it was basically the won't. It is won't. It has stayed, the word was basically won't. Now the pronunciation, the contraction form stayed won't, now will not. So language undergoes change, but you said that every time we will contract words. This is not possible. There are certain rules for it. You cannot go beyond that. So thank you.
सर शुक्रिया। तो हमें आपका करना चाहिए क्योंकि कहीं कहीं पे जो है कुछ सवाल हमने ऐसे पूछे जो कि थोड़े पेचीदा है, तो कहीं पे आप कहीं एक वो कहते हैं ना वो हार्ड जोन में आ गए हो, तो उसके लिए हम आपसे माफी चाहते हैं। हमारा वो इंटेंशन नहीं था, बट क्या होता है ना कि हमारे नाज़रीन इतने क्यूरियस होते हैं हर चीज को लेके, तो हमें हर किसी सवाल की जो है वो पर्दे खोल देनी पड़ती है। शुक्रिया सर आपका एक बार फिर से, और शुक्रिया हमारे प्यारे से दोस्तों का जो आज के प्रोग्राम में आए और काफी अच्छा फीडबैक इन्होंने दिया। और नाज़रीन हमारे प्रोग्राम को आप जो है रिकॉर्डेड फॉर्म में भी देख सकते हैं। हुमैरा आपको टाइमिंग बताएगी।
जी नाज़रीन, आप हमारे इस प्रोग्राम का रिपीटेड टेलीकास्ट मंगलवार को शाम 7:30 बजे और जुमेरात को सुबह 9:10 पे भी देख सकते हैं। और
बिल्कुल आप हमें ईमेल भी कर सकते हैं ddk-teleclassroom@gmail.com और ddk-srinagar@gmail.com एंड ddk-srinagar@yahoo.com। तो नाजरीन अगले इतवार एक खूबसूरत से दिलचस्प से टॉपिक को लेकर फिर से आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर होंगे। तब तक आपके लिए यही दुआ करेंगे कि आप जो भी करें अल्लाह आपको कामरानी और कामयाबी से हमकिनार करे। दीजिए अपने मेजबान जमशेद रसूल और हुमैरा शफी को इजाजत। अल्लाह हाफिज़ व नासिर।